Sean Wotherspoon, that name might be slightly familiar with you. The majority of you probably know him for his Air Max 97.1, or what about his sneaker store called Round 2, or even what about his collaboration with Asics. Oh, I'm just playing, guys. These things are a pile of stinky elephant dung. Around 6 years ago, Sean was at the top of the world. He just released his highly sought after collaboration sneaker with Nike, was doing partnerships with Guess and other large brands, and all of his sneaker stores around the country seemed relatively successful. During this time, everyone thought Sean was the man. I mean, I did. At the time, he was pretty ahead of his time with his style, even if he did look like a Skid Row bum. But he looked pretty badass with a beard, and he even was vegan, so he was the ideal male. But with great power comes great responsibility, and soon after Sean hit his top, hit his peak, where it seemed like nothing could go wrong, the decline was hard and fast. Hey, pause. Where now the name of Sean Wotherspoon is relatively unheard of, and while some think his regression into obscurity was natural, some say it was self-inflicted, and his time in the spotlight was never even deserved. So, it's around 2017. Sean Wotherspoon just opened up his second Round 2 location in Los Angeles, and guess what? Nike was holding a challenge for a select few in the space to design and get their chance to have their very own Air Max created. The event was called Air Max Vote Forward. It was a part of a new promotional run by Nike for their Air Max Day coming up, and that's when and where the winner's sneaker would be eventually announced. Sean was one of the lucky contestants to get in. Now obviously we know that his sneaker won, and to this day it's still selling for around $1,000 brand new. This sneaker is objectively very nice. I mean, I like it, you may not, and are probably calling it gay because of the pastel colors, but hey, sometimes I like a little bit of estrogen in my sneakers. But the process behind Sean winning gets put into question a lot online. Sean brought a room full of similar popular minds, you can say, or even this one having half a brain because I don't know what's going on here, to help him create the concept behind his now winning sneaker. And this is where many draw criticism towards Sean, as a lot of many designs from the sneaker didn't even come from Sean, but obviously, you know what, that's totally fine, and seems wrong to cast judgment against Sean as help. It's fine. As I was looking through old promotional footage of other competitors, it seems that their help was just themselves. Even if there was or was not help, the voting was more rigged than Russia's elections, as Sean posted up his electronic voting booth right in the entrance of his sneaker store, and even obviously would let customers vote for him.
I'm close with Sean. I would be honest with him if it was a trash design.
I would hope you would be honest with me, yeah.
Everybody would be, hopefully,
Yeah,
the nicest out of all, and everybody
so.
wants to see those come out.
And you know what? This little twerp might be onto something. It makes sense comparing Sean's sneaker to other designs and how utter shit they really are. I mean, look at this competition. You got some shit that literally Buzz Lightyear would wear. This is literally just a regular Air Max, but it's pink. I mean, it's literally pink. Like, what did you even do to it? And quite literally, the ugliest one out of everyone is right here. But then you have Sean's, which I guess in comparison with these voting photos, I mean, it still looks like pretty horrible. After Sean won his rigged election, there was a major rollout in New York City, a campaign to run around the city and find his custom Volkswagen Air Max fucking van to get a free pair of shoes, and even a whole little setup in a store where his sneakers were being handed out by Sean himself. It seemed that Nike caught lightning in a bottle with Sean's Air Max 97.1. He even gave out these cute little pins. Oh, how cute. Also, this funny little hat. I mean, this is a little goofball hat. It's just so wholesome. Sean was heavily involved into the vintage and older Nike branding culture, which was seen throughout this promotion and also on the sneaker itself. Overall, it seemed very helpful that Sean and many other similar minds were able to not only create a sneaker, but a story and an overall message behind it, which I do believe played into the part of them winning. This message and marketing that Sean was reviving was fresh and hot at the time, and when Sean would leak unreleased colorways and new silhouettes of other projects he's working on, well, everyone wanted a pair. But unfortunately, nothing would ever come from this, and soon after, Sean and Nike slowly became quiet, and all talk about the future just slowly faded until nothingness. It was just a year and a half from the first time the Sean Wotherspoon 97 released to then Nike and Sean splitting just in May of 2019. I've been done working with Nike and at least another SW collab for a while. Still a lot of good friends there, I help when asked, but being able to spread my wings again is the best feeling ever. Which, when you read that, you don't seem to pull anything away from it, or it seems rather short and has some underlying sneak disses, which, well, you would be correct. Also on Instagram during the same time this news broke, speculation and obvious disappointment was running rampant online, so Sean responded to his critics on Instagram with a lengthy comment. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, Sean, I'm not reading all of that. Basically, Sean calls his relationship with Nike a mutual split in the relationship with your girlfriend, realizing you were together for the wrong reasons. I'm sorry, but what does this mean? Like, this has to be one of the worst analogies to the situation I could ever think of. Take your stupid ass story somewhere else and quit talking about my life like it doesn't belong to me. Someone's a little bit defensive. Then in the next paragraph, well, Sean basically shits on Nike for them being sneaky with this contract with potential legal expenses down the future, as he could not afford any lawyer at the time. So really, do you love Nike and does Nike love you? That doesn't seem like a mutual relationship at all. Considering how this contract ended, Sean was mad that Nike wasn't willing to distribute wholesale sneakers for his shop and the people he knows, saying that's what happens to people like Virgil Abloh or Kanye West. Well, guess what, Sean Wotherspoon? You're not them, buddy. You're never gonna be like them. It showed that without Nike's initial support of Sean's vision, Sean could never amount to that level of success on his own. It was just stated that Sean felt like he couldn't spread his wings and truly allow him to create what he wanted to create. Now, this seems like an understandable reasoning why, but rather all it does is put into question Sean's work. From his collaborations with Adidas and even Asics, where these sneakers are ending up on discount shelves at Ross, maybe Sean Wotherspoon did need more help and more guidance than he initially thought. This can be translated to Sean's time at Nike, where it seemed like he had one foot out of the door at all times, only helping when he was either allowed or could. But that's expected. I mean, Sean won a Nike contest. I think Nike liked his image and knew they could lean into what he offered and tap into a different market and use him. Just look at the original colorway of his sneaker and then what released. These are two visibly different colors, and one clearly looks better than the other. While the debate of Sean Wotherspoon and his questionable designs and determining where his success comes from seems rather meaningless to debate, as that doesn't sway the majority of the public perception to hate someone, which a lot of people, well, they do hate Sean Wotherspoon. Firstly, it is alleged that Sean Wotherspoon did indeed backdoor his very own sneaker to then sell at his very own sneaker store for $650. There should be really no reason why this sneaker wasn't sold at retail, but a fictitious greed price to capitalize. I mean, it really doesn't get any shadier than this. And also, it seems that Sean Wotherspoon gets most of his hate online due to his views on child vaccinations and why he's against it. In some random Instagram comment section, someone said, if you love your kid, vaccinate him. Then Sean responded with, no, I want him to live longer. This Reddit thread about Sean details of various frustration, anger, and sense of how the sneaker community now feels towards Sean. Many were bringing up his vaccination comments and some about his Air Maxes. We'll be getting a Sean Wotherspoon x anti-vax collaboration instead. Nothing past toddler sizes, for sale, baby shoes, never worn. Oh, Jesus, that's brutal. The opportunity Sean was presented by having his very own sneaker with Nike was a curse and also a blessing at the same time. While the blessing was creating a legacy and a name for yourself that eventually led to more opportunities, it also cursed him in the eye of the public due to his various actions. But they hate the Sean Wotherspoon. They hate the actual person, the name, who he is, what he does, and what he means, and what he stands for, not the name attached to his sneaker. And to some, that's all that matters.